dead. Hi guys, welcome back to ICDU Copy, the Atticus podcast where we recap every season of Stranger Things leading up to season 5. I'm Tamar Wachi and I'm here with
Amelia Gangi.
And we're going to be talking about season 4.
Yay!
Woo!
Ugh, such a good season.
I think the biggest thing that differentiates season 4 from the other seasons is like the way that the story is told. Like, it is still linear, but we're getting the stuff from Russia,
right?
The stuff from California, the stuff from Alaska, and the stuff from
Hawkins,
right,
all at
and it's
once.
all threaded together. And like, yes, that is like that kind of mixed plot is present in like the first few seasons,
right,
but definitely not as prominent as season 4.
Not to this extent. Like, we had all the main characters in totally different storylines. Like, it was so crazy to like connect them, and then like at the end when they all finally meet up and they're all blended into one, it was so interesting to see like how they were able to do that so clean.
So first thing I'm gonna ask you is like, what are your favorite moments or scenes from season 4?
Oh my god, there was so much. I mean, I have to like think about that. I think everything they made Elle go through in the beginning, like when she didn't have her powers and she was just trying to live a normal life in California, and like they even showed how like Will was there to support her, but like the whole situation and her being an outcast, even with or without her powers in such like a normal environment, like this was her chance to live a normal life, and she still like wasn't, I don't know how to explain, like wasn't meeting the expectations that she wanted. I thought that was really interesting that they really like dove into that, and I think it was nice because we never got to see her like that. Like, it was always focused on the boys and how like ostracized they were, but then they get to show Elle for the first time. I thought that was really interesting, and showing it from like a woman's point of view too, I really liked, considering the show, again, they focus mostly on the boys in that sense. Oh my god, what else? The whole Max storyline. Ugh, everything about the Max storyline I loved. I thought it was so perfectly written out. And again, like, we got to see this kind of separation from like normal society from two people who we haven't been able to see that yet. And again, from women, which I loved, because it showed like a different perspective. But no, that too. I think they did such a good job with that. And I love that they were able to showcase real, like, mental health struggles, but still managed to weave it into, like, the sci-fi scary element of the show without it sounding like, you know, just like a PSA. Like, a PSA, like, we don't like bullying, we don't like this. Like, no, like, it was woven into the show, and I really like that they did that.
I love what you said about, like, Elle's upbringing in the first few episodes. Like that first episode where she's doing her box.
Yes,
she's showing her box to the front of the class, and like that's the biggest, like, Elle, I'm so sorry.
I know, like,
I don't want to say secondhand embarrassment, but that scene is so hard to watch. And then when they come outside, and she's like, Angela. And then she does the hand thing, and I'm like, no!
You're like, girl, no! Put the hand away!
Loki loved when she, like, beat Angela with the skate at Rinkomania. Like, that was iconic. I loved that.
It was iconic.
Yeah. I really, really, really love, I think one of Elle's biggest, like, aura-forming moments is when she's, like, when she controls the helicopter.
Oh my
Like, when she finally gets her powers back and she brings down the helicopter. That scene is completely crazy.
Epic.
Like,
that was a great scene to show, like, her powers are back and stuff. Like, the power that she had just, like, sitting dormant, I think is so crazy. That, like, an entire helicopter.
I also, this is, like, from a more cinematic point of view, the scene... it's either in episode 4 or 5 when in California, like, they get ambushed by the spies, and, like,
Right.
the two cops that are in their house that are, like, keeping them safe, there's, like, the full-blown shootout, and, like, oh, that was crazy.
That was insane.
And because it's, like, one continuous shot throughout the house. That shot it's, like, one beautiful, two cinematic. I feel like sometimes shootout scenes in film are often, like, really rushed.
Yeah, and
or,
I feel like they can get confusing.
Yes.
You lose track of, like, who's doing what.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And, like, they, like, cut on action. A lot of the time, like, you know, you shoot, and then you cut to the guy, and he gets shot, and he's, like, blood, he's dead.
That's it.
But this one is, like, complete, continuous dolly shot throughout the entire house.
Right.
And I thought that was just, like, whoa. Like, what a great freaking scene. To do in one shot.
I'm not a film person, but, like, I can appreciate that.
100%. I also... Even though it was a really, like, sad season for Elle, like, so many things happened. She's living with the grief of her dad, of Hopper. She's living...
Right, because she doesn't know he's alive.
She doesn't know he's alive that whole, like, almost the
entire
season.
That's so brutal. This whole season, she had no idea.
And she completely moves. She lost her powers. She's living with the Byers in California. And even though Joyce is awesome, like, we can tell that she's, you know...
Right.
Elle's not used to having, like, the mother figure in her life, and that's really hard for her to deal with, especially, like, when Joyce is preoccupied with that doll that she finds, and, like, going to Alaska with Murray and all of that stuff. But, yeah, even though it was a sad season for Elle, I think, like, her emotional intelligence regarding her relationship with Mike, super important. And like when she's going through her letters, she's like, from Mike,
she ate that up.
And I feel like that also, like, her ability to react to her relationship in that way, completely a result of her friendship with Max, and, like, Max teaching her that boys aren't everything, and that she can live without having a boyfriend, even though Mike was, like, one of the first person to take her out of, like, of that horrible situation that she was in, and, like, help protect her. Even though she has that connection with him, he still isn't everything. And, like, I feel like that crash out was very valid.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see how, like, emotionally developed she is in that sense, because you can tell there are, like, barriers, because she just, like, wasn't used to, like, normal society when she was growing up, obviously. But just the way that she was so correct. I was so happy for her. I was like, clock him. But it was so nice to see her, like, stand up for herself in an emotional lens. Like, she's always standing up for herself with her powers. Like, we see that all the time. Or her protecting other people. But, like, this is her, like, protecting her peace. And actually, like, diving into what's going on in her head and their relationship, which is more of an emotional aspect. I thought that was awesome. I loved that they added that, and I love that they gave her such, like I don't know, they gave her the opportunity to, like, showcase that she's not just, like, all of her powers. She's also capable of, like, having those, you know, having feelings and having relationships, and actually, like, not everything being perfect.
The diversification of themes, like, threaded throughout the Stranger Things, not even in season 4, but, like,
in general,
in all of it, because I think a huge theme about it is friendship.
Yeah.
And, like, how, or like, found family, like, such huge themes throughout the show.
Right.
I also really appreciate that the Duffer Brothers allow each character to develop in ways that aren't directly related to how they contribute to the fights, and how they contribute to, like, you know, the band against the antagonists, and, you know, Vecna, the Mind Flayer, the Demogorgons, like, all of that. Like, they are developed outside of, you know, just the theme of fighting for Hawkins. And I really love that.
I agree. I think it definitely makes the show stand out. Not only because, like, of course it stands out because of the content within itself, but the variety, like you were saying, the variety of themes, I think is just so incredible that they were able to put so many different concepts into one show, and it all be executed, like, flawlessly. Like, it works. Nothing doesn't work. They managed to put everything together so perfectly, and it makes for such, like, a cohesive show. You know, like, I truly don't feel myself being like, what? It makes sense.
I absolutely love, like, all of the character development in season 4. I'm wondering, like, what are your favorite characters or duo moments? Because, like,
Ooh, okay.
we could talk about, like, literally the whole season. We could talk about Nancy. We could talk about Nancy and Robin. We could talk about Steve and Nancy's, like, little rekindling, even though I'm not a Stancy fan.
I know. I don't know how to feel still. They have me tripping up because I love Steve.
Yeah, I love Steve. He's my second favorite character.
And I think him and Nancy are so cute together, but, like, Nancy and Jonathan have this connection, and I'm like, they're two perfectly good relationships, and, like, that you have, and you have no idea which way it's gonna go. Like, I had no idea they were gonna rope it back to Steve, but by the time, like, season 2 hit, and, like, she broke it up with Steve, I was like, that's it. Like, they're done. So the fact that they brought that relationship back and, like, kind of, like, sprinkled it in our minds, they could very well just have put that in there to, like, mess with us and then make Jonathan and Nancy endgame, and, like, that would be it. They very well could have done that. Like, we have no idea.
Do you have any predictions for season 5 that you're, like, really double down on? Or what are your most anticipated, like, themes for season 5 that we've gotten hints of from other seasons or from season 4?
I mean, I think Holly's gone. Or
the kid.
They recasted her. They gave her an actor who, like, can actually, you know, have to, like, deliver intense lines. I have a feeling she's either gone or she's going to just be, like, so crucial to the plot. I think, like, I have a feeling that I think one is going to try and, like, focus in on maybe her. I mean, but she's so young that I also am not sure. But I feel like there's a reason they recasted her. There's a reason that they're making Mrs. Wheeler such a big character. Something's got to happen with her.
Have you seen the theory that Karen Wheeler is Alice Creel?
I've seen this.
Do you agree with this? The poster thing? Have you seen the poster thing?
Yes, the poster.
With the houses?
Yes, with the theory.
There's zero, like, way that was a mistake.
No, I clocked that immediately.
That's crazy.
The fact that they gave her own poster and it's got the Creel house in the back, it is suspicious. I don't know, a part of me wants to say she's not. I don't know why. This is gonna, like, bite me in the butt.
If it's, like, a red herring.
If it's, right, like, if I'm totally wrong. It could be glaring at us in the face and I'm not paying attention, but I don't know. We watched their faces and, like, their like, I don't know. I kind of feel like she's gone, like Alice. But it also, like, very well could be. Like, I feel like there is a way they could probably switch it around where, like, it makes sense, and maybe I'm just not connecting the dots yet. But I do think it is a good theory. Like, it would be really interesting and a really good way to, like, segment Karen more into the show. But I'm also trying to think, how else would she be relevant?
Also, I think if she is Alice Creel and she survived, like, the bone cracking in the eyes, like, then there's complete hope for Max.
Yes, which is also true.
Which is also, like, you know?
Which is true. I would love that. I think she's going to be fine, though.
I think Max is gonna... Okay, I do not think they're gonna kill Max off.
Max
already had a near-death I think everyone that had near-death...
is safe.
So,
I agree.
I don't think they're gonna kill Hopper. I don't think Max.
I don't think
If
so.
they kill Joyce, I'm rioting, because I love Joyce.
I know. If she's dead, I'm dead. Yeah, anyone else with a near-death experience, I think, is okay.
I think, from the party, I hope it's Mike.
You hope Mike dies?
No, over
other people.
Over other members of the party. Do you think that Will or Eleven has to die?
I think one of them.
Becca to die?
I think one of them at least
Elle has to die.
I wasn't sure if it was Will or Elle. I have a feeling it might be Will, just because they're, like, actually connected.
Sure.
Because, like, they were teasing it with the stuff on the back, like, the goosebumps on the back. It was like, I still feel him. I think they're trying to hint at something with that. I don't know. I kind of feel like Will he's kaput. I think he's a goner. I think over him or Elle, I think it's going to be him. I don't know why. I feel like everyone's expecting Elle. I don't know why. I have a strong pull towards it being Will.
Of the, like, older teens, Nancy, Jonathan, Steve, Robin. Jonathan could die.
I think Jonathan could die.
Also, Argyle is not returning in season 5.
Oh, alright.
So, like, you know?
Right, like, and he was a big part of Jonathan's storyline,
Right.
so maybe they chose to not have him return because they wanted to focus more on Jonathan.
Maybe.
Or Jonathan and Nancy, perhaps. Like, it gives, you know, his temporary, you know, add-on, I guess. It gives him a chance to expand with new relationships.
There's also Vicky, Robin's
Yes,
love interest,
Vicky.
who I think
she has a more important role this season.
she was interviewed a lot on the red carpet, so I think
Yeah, and I think
she
she-
has
yeah.
a lot
I've heard that.
more of a
role.
more of a role, more character
Yeah.
development.
I
'cause
forgot about that.
We get her in the last scene when Robin and Vicky are like volunteering at Hawkins
Right.
High for the restoration of Hawkins after the earthquake. But like we don't really get much of like who Vicky is as a person.
Right.
We just get that Robin, likes
That Robin
her.
likes her
Yeah.
and she exists.
Yes. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about like
That's true. She could be an easy character to just like kill off. As
yeah.
brutal as that sounds.
Yeah.
They do like to like there's
Mhm.
those sub characters like Chrissy was a sub character that they introduced for one episode and then she was killed and she still blew up to be this like important character because she was still significant even though she was only there for an episode.
And Jason.
And Jason was
I-
barely there and he was so important.
I love that Jason got ripped in half when like
I
at the
love
operation
that
of the
he
Krill
got
House.
destroyed.
He so deserved that. Like, so deserved that. It's
Ultimate
unbelievable.
karma.
Ultimate karma.
And it's disappointing because like I remember watching the show and I'm like, Jason, I understand where he's coming
I
from.
do.
He's just such an idiot.
He's so stupid.
Because like he came up and he saw Max and he was like, oh my god, there's this girl here that needs help. Like I'm gonna help her, but he's just stupid. She didn't need help.
Yes. Also, like talking about other like side characters that are developing to be, important, really important to the plot. I'm so excited to see Erica's development in season 5 because like
I love her.
they've been developing her as a more than insignificant character since season
Right.
3. Like she was in the mall, she like was with like she was totally a part of, discovering the Russians.
Right.
Starcourt.
She was. Yeah.
And like so that's like
she
her
was with
first
the main
thing.
cast with Robin and
Robin,
Steve
Steve, and Dustin. Scoop's true.
Scoop's true.
And then season 4, the operation at the Creel House.
Right. She had a huge part in that.
Yeah, she was like at the watchtower, like
Right.
like giving signals and stuff for that whole operation of like saving Max and also defeating
Right.
Vecna.
She
and
had
on
that
both sides of the
interaction
world.
with Jason.
Yes.
Grown man. This girl's supposed to be like a 13-year-old
Yeah.
girl. Not even. No, she's supposed to be younger. She's the kids are.
She's
The main
like-
cast is supposed to be like 13 or 14, I think, or 14.
she's 10, I think.
Yeah, she's
Because-
because I was gonna say she's got to be young.
Because when Murray is like, "Why is this 4-year-old?"
Yes, that's
speaking to me?"
right.
She's like, "I'm 10, you bald bastard."
I remember this.
Speaking
Oh
of
my
Murray,
God.
I freaking love Murray. Murray
I
is my goat.
love him. No, I love him. I have a feeling he's gone.
I really don't want him to die because he's so cool.
He
Like,
is so cool. I think he's
how-
so funny.
All of the martial arts that he knows, how willing and quick he is to help Joyce, how willing and quick he is to help Hopper save him.
Yeah.
Hopper never would have escaped from Russia without Joyce and Murray, and
For
how Joyce
sure.
and Murray have become like such a duo.
I know,
Like,
they're so fun
Season
together.
3 and season 4,
Yeah.
I love them. I don't know. I think he's really important. I really hope that he survives, but
Right.
I think he is kind of a sacrificial character.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like,
I think he's an easy kill,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Like, he's a perfect character, but he's got these... He's actually, like, one of the perfect characters, honestly, to just kill off, as terrible as it sounds. Because he has these relationships with the main characters. Like, he has such a strong relationship with Hopper and Joyce. And we've seen him have strong... Like, with, oh my god... The doctor, what's his name? Alexi, when he had that relationship with Alexi, and we got to see
Yes.
that. Like, it shows he's capable of having these relationships, and they've shown them on screen. So I think if they were to kill him, it would, like, destroy at least Joyce and Hopper, and that could be such a crucial plot line. But it also, like, if he dies, it doesn't disrupt the storyline as much.
Right.
I mean, obviously they need his help, and I don't think they would do that until the end because of how crucial he is. But, like, it's not like they were to kill... Like, if they were to kill Dustin, it would create so many more waves in the storyline than if they killed him.
It's so hard to predict which characters are going to die.
I know.
Because literally all of them are so selfless and, like, would risk their lives for other members, like, of the cast. So, like...
So I could see them all sacrificing
literally,
themselves.
I could see any of them die.
So it really is hard.
It's such a toss-up. I think all of them love, you know, their family and friends so much, which is such a big theme threaded throughout the show. Like, I think any of them could die sacrificially.
Yeah.
I think they're going to do some big deaths, not as, like, a hero's sacrifice. Just because I think if they did that 10 times, it'd be boring.
And it's not as, like... It's not as impactful.
Right. So, like, I think, you know, someone's, like, neck is going to get slit or something. Like, like, something really fast and devastating could happen to any of these characters. But
that's also true.
From a plot standpoint, any single one of them could have, like, a sacrificial hero death. And I'd be like, yeah, makes sense.
Ugh, that's so... I'm just so nervous. It's going to be rough, but I'm so excited. We've been waiting for this for years. It's been, like, 3 years or 2 years. Not even. It's been... It's
been a few years.
It's been a few years.
I think season 4 came out in 2022.
Oh my god, so it's been like 3 years. Which is crazy. And it's crazy that we're finally at the end. I'm so devastated. But it's okay. It's such a good show.
Season 5. I'm so ready.
So crazy. I'm so ready.
Thank you so much, Amelia, for being on the podcast.
Of course, thank you.
And we'll see you guys after season 5.